Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie, Part 2. My name is Susan LaCroix, and joining me via whatever our links is Julie.
Hi, everybody.
Today is Sunday. It is October 6th. Okay, done. And it has been a wild and crazy week. Julie and I have barely gotten, we're able to speak. So, um, and just, condolences again, Julie. Gracie crossed the Rainbow Bridge last week. Oof.
Yeah,
How are y'all doing?
we're okay.
Good.
Yeah, it's just weirdly quiet without her. And I honestly thought that Bella would be looking around for her more, but she
Yeah.
just seems to know.
Yeah.
They slept in separate beds, because they're old ladies. And they just needed the room to stretch with
Yeah.
their old bones. And so we brought Gracie's bed downstairs, and that's been her place. She's been snuggling in her bed, and um yeah,
Yeah.
she's following us around and just keeping us really close, but she seems like she knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, on to happier things going on in our own lives. Um, I think Vacation Stamping School was a success. Yesterday was World Card Making Day. I didn't make any cards. We were,
Oh.
well, because we were watching the Tigers play a game, which they unfortunately lost, but they have four more games. So there's still hope. And then we went to church. So I didn't get a chance to see the video yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So,
It was fun. They
yeah.
focused on ephemera packs from the annual catalog, but since those are all currently out of stock.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, which is okay because the mini catalog has ephemera packs as well. So Julie and I thought because of World Card Making Day and because that was going to be the focus of Stampin' Up's video presentation, that we would share projects that we've made using the ephemera packs that are in the mini catalog. So on that note, I'm going to switch to my desktop and get started. But first, ta-da!
Oh my gosh, there's so much going on right now.
Oh, oh, yes, there is. Um, there is a 3-day stamp sale. And I forgot about this. Julie did too, but they did it last year. When I was downloading and saving a few marketing documents and flyers, I saw last year's. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. So 15% off every single stamp set in the 2024-2025 annual catalog. Um, yeah, you can't beat it. So if you've been on the fence about something, now is the time to get it. So there's a link in the description to my store so you can see them. And also, yes, so it'll all be listed what I used as well. Okay, gosh, do you have your eye on anything, Julie?
I gotta look and see again. I keep saying like if there's anything that's with a bundle, the bundle is still the better deal.
Yes, it is.
But there's some carryover things from last year, and those are in the catalog kind of next to the coordinating dies, but aren't available with the bundle discount anymore. So those are the ones that I'm like, ooh, I didn't get that last time, and I've changed my mind on that. So yeah, I gotta have a fresh look and make up my list. But there's a lot, surprisingly, a lot I still don't have.
Yeah, that is surprising. I know one time your dad said that I must have every stamp set in the catalog, and I don't. But you're right, it kind of feels that way sometimes. All right, so other things going on in October. Um, Demonstrators can pre-order the new online exclusives that will be released in November. And there's some kind of cute things. There's a Valentine's Day bundle, which is really pretty. Mine is on its way. And there's a bundle that you showed, Julie, at our team meeting yesterday, and I wasn't gonna get it, but doggone it,
Oh, was it the otters or the hibiscus?
the hibiscus.
Yeah, that
That
one
is
is
more
so
cute, but
good.
I don't really, I'm not gonna get the otters. Okay, but that hibiscus, yeah, okay. To business. What else is going on?
The
I
kit
think,
sale.
oh, it's a kit sale. Oh my God.
I know.
I forgot about it. So the kits are 30% off, up to 30% off. There are some
hmm
that aren't that amount off, primarily because they're new, like the two new kits that just dropped. And those are on their way to me as well. Um, but yes, so every kit it excludes the scrapbooking kits, so they're not part of the what's on sale. And Paper Pumpkin also is not included. So just the kits. Oh, just the kits, like there's only a few. No, there's quite a few kits. What else? I feel like signing up, the sign up bonus. Holy cow. So if you've been kind of thinking about joining Stampin' Up, of course, both Julie and I would love to have you on our teams. You'd have to pick one, but you get an additional $30 in product that you can choose, including the new product. So yeah, you can do that. Um, and I'll have a link for that also in the discussion. Okay, that's it, right? Sign up special kit sale, stamp sale.
I
Uh,
mean, there technically is one more thing, but we don't have to talk about it.
okay.
Paper Pumpkin. If you're a new subscriber, you can save 40% on your first kit using the code HOLIDAY40 to subscribe by October 10th.
Yes, which is just a few days away.
And that's it.
Thank you. Well, there is kind of one more thing, not Stampin' Up related, but tomorrow is Julie and Jim's 24th wedding anniversary.
Yes.
Congratulations. Your wedding was so
Thank
much
you. 24 years.
fun. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm planning next year. We're gonna go somewhere for
Good
our
for you.
25th.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep. Dad and I went to England, Ireland, and Scotland. We were gone, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. We took Noni and Grandpa with us. It was a ball. I loved traveling with them. They were so much fun. Anyway, all right. I'm opening up the mini catalog to pages 14 and 15. Oh, come on, get that cord in the way. Um, to the ephemera kits. So there's really a lot here. I almost don't even know where to begin. So I'm just going to tell you that these they're so easy and fun to use. I love these gold dipped cards and envelopes. They are so much fun. And there's three different ephemera packs. There's one with the tags. There's one with just strictly all images, and there's some kind of mixed ones. So uh, samples are on this page, and look at all of them. Look at all of them.
I love all these ideas. I think they just look so cute.
Yeah, I do too. I was going to case this little guy, and I never got around to it.
Oh, I like that one.
I know, right? Right. Okay. Then, just to add to everything else, there is another. I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't share this with you. A little bit festive specialty designer series paper. It comes with one sheet of each of these double-sided designs and then some more die cuts. And they all coordinate with the gold dipped cards and envelopes as well. So, if this wasn't enough for you, there's that. All right. I am going to get started. Now, I want to show you the product first. And I have to tell you that my stuff is a hot mess. I love Julie's idea of the stamp cases. I really, really do. Let's start with the gold dip cards. There's three colors. There's I don't know where the envelope is for these guys, but they all come with envelopes. This guy is oriented this way. That's where the fold is. Blue, green, dark green, I guess Night of Navy, and real red. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Maybe a little bit of cherry color in there. But so those are the golden cards. And I'm trying to figure out where to put some of this stuff. So the packs are like this. I need this one out. So that's why I was kind of leaving it here. This one is unopened yet. So this one is opened, and I'm going to try to carefully show you because they do pop out rather easily. So you get two sheets of each of these designs.
Come up just a tad. That's good.
Okay. So I'm just trying to pull one of each. I'm not gonna, I don't know that I'm gonna go through all of them, but you've got these cool tags. And oh, one more for this one. So if this gives you an idea of how these look, I won't open this one, but this is what this one looks like. And I'm not sure how much of this I've used. These are well, I pulled that one out, which is Happy Christmas. So just greetings, some on banners and tags. So, it's just almost too much to tell you all about them all, right? I'm,
No,
I'm sure Julie thinks differently, but okay. And I'll have to,
I think you got a good idea of all of them there.
yeah. Okay. So, what I did, though, is mine are all jumbled up. So as I was done, they're just all in here. Once they're open, I don't want to lose any of them because I just don't. So I'm going to put these in here as well. And then I'm going to show you a few samples before I start my project. All right. So when I first got it, I was really excited. And so I wanted to use one of each color. So here is this guy with the snowman, and I put Wink Stella on him to make him sparkle a little bit.
Oh,
And
that's cute.
and then there's this guy, 'Tis the Season. And then there's this guy, Season's Greetings.
I made a very similar card.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So those were card samples that I made now, and I did something else too. Um, in one of the suites are these cool little boxes. They're book boxes. So I did that.
Oh, sorry. That's really cute.
Thank you. And I didn't put any designer series paper or cardstock on it. You certainly can. And I was going to actually do something like this, but I went into a different direction. And then on the binding, I put "'Tis the Season" and let it snow. So this has this tab that comes out, right? So when you're putting them together, they're very easy to put together. You can do one of two things. This actually attaches to the card base. There's a couple of strips of tear and tape in there so you can put it on. You don't have to. You can leave the strips undone. And then if you want to actually decorate this and take this adhesive off and close it, then you'd be able to slide the box out. But if you want this little tab thing, and I think this tip we got it at Vacation Stamping School from Meg Loven. What I did is, and I know you can't see it, is I put this piece on with dimensionals. But when I figured out which way I wanted, I kind of flipped it over and um on the box or on this piece, I apologize, that's right next to the tab on top and bottom. So that way it can slip right in.
Awesome.
So you just have to be careful that you don't lose your orientation on your focal piece. So that's how I did that one. All right, let's bring out my stuff, and I'm going to show you. what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put these things out of my way. All right. So I'm using one of the real red cards. And I'm bringing out my paper trimmer. And I am going to cut this card down. This is an A4 card. So it's 6.5 by 8.5. So I'm going to cut this down to 5.5. Oh, I hope I brought my other envelope. I did. Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to cut this off. And then I'm I'm going to use this a little bit differently. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the flap off. And then I'm going to cut this in half. So as I said, this was 6.5. Well, actually, the envelope is a little bit bigger. So let me make sure I'm doing this correctly because I just want to cut it in half. All right, so it's 7.5. So let me math. That's three, 7.5. This will be 3.5. That'll work. 3.5 will work. I could go this. It's 3.25, right? Okay, I'm going to try that. It should work. All right, I'm going to cut that in half. And then I'm going to cut this down to, let me see what I did. Okay. So I'm going to cut this down here. And that leaves me this piece. So I'm done with my paper trimmer. And I'm going to put it in here, and this is going to become a little gift card holder. Okay. So I want to close up this side, and then I'm going to use some liquid glue. And very carefully put a little line of adhesive here. You don't need a lot. You just want to get it closed. And you don't want to adhere this because that's where you can slip your money or gift card in. So then on the back, again, I'm just going to put a line of liquid glue on the bottom and the two sides. And I'm going to put this right here.
I left for a moment. I had an internet issue, but I'm back now.
I heard the ding. What I did, Julie, is I cut the envelope in half and I've got the remnants over here. And then I took this piece of it from what I cut and I cut it down again and put some liquid glue to close up the open side and then liquid glue around the bottom and the two sides to make my.
So clever. I love that.
So that's how I'm doing this card. So this, we can't forget this. So what I did is I took this piece and I'm going to glue it along the edge. Now it doesn't quite go to the fold, but I think that won't matter when all is said and done. So let's,
You could cut the envelope flap and make it smaller. Will it still cover the closure though? I guess that's the.
yeah, probably, I'll just leave it. It'll be fine. So obviously I'm not going to need both. So I'm just going to put some liquid glue along here, stick this guy on along the bottom edge. Let's get you straight, close enough. And then I'll get out my snips and we'll trim the edge of that. Because I think it'll still be okay.
Yeah. What a clever idea. I love how you're using the envelope in a different way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm trying. So our envelope is ready. Now we need to work on the front of the card. So I brought out some things. Some things kind of fell apart, so I'm going to bring out some pieces. And I've decided to use the poinsettia. I do believe that's all I'm using on this one. Oh, no, the tag. So I've chosen this tag in particular because it's also dipped in gold. So it kind of coordinates.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
So I'm going to get these things out of the way. I almost feel like this is so simple. Oh, you
But
know,
I think that's the beauty of the
the
ephemera
ephemera.
pack, right?
I forgot to do a little divot here with my punch. I think it might be too late. I was gonna
Oh,
do a little semicircle here. Mm, so that's what I would do at home for those of you who are watching. All right, so let's work on my little tag here. I need to make this better crease. I have stuff popping out every which way, Julie.
no.
Oh, that's better. All right. So I'm going to put this, but I thought it needed a little something, something. So I brought out a couple of these to add. So I'm going to move this up. So it'll fit on here. So let me get out some glue dots. I used a different one on my sample, but I couldn't find enough of them to do this with. So I switched to this little one. It'll be fine. We're going to put this guy up here, this guy down here. And this will go on here. Like so, with some dimensional. Sometimes I feel with like these ephemera packs, there are so many images. I almost get paralyzed with not doing anything, you know.
Yes. I was totally feeling that as I was designing my card. I kept going in different directions. Like, oh, I could put these together, I could put
Yeah,
those together, and then I
yeah.
just couldn't decide.
Yes. Amen. Yep. So this guy will go right about here. And then I was looking for, there was a Christmas wishes in this gold embossed font, but I couldn't find it. So
Hmm.
I am using just for you. Oh, what the heck here? Where did you guys come from? And then we have a couple more things to do, and this card will be done. So here's a just for you. And because it doesn't say Merry Christmas or anything, I'm putting Happy Christmas.
Oh, perfect.
And then one more touch. I brought out the cherry cobbler and gold ribbon, tie a bow.
Oh, yes.
Oh dear. Let's try this again. So of course it went absolutely perfect when I was making my project. No problem at all. When will I learn to just make a bow ahead of time? All right. Oh, come on. All right. Doing scissors. Trying to cut upside down is probably not a good idea.
Sometimes when I tie bows, I tie them upside down and they look better.
Yes. Actually, I have a friend who told me to do just that. He said that's the proper way. So that's going to go there on top. And I debated about adding any more bling, and I didn't on my sample. And if I did anything, I was going to bring out that metallic pearlized gold and put some dots around. And I'm still thinking about whether or not I want to do that. Anyway, there is the card.
Oh, I love that little pocket inside. That is so clever.
This was my sample. See, I was looking for Christmas wishes,
Uh,
and I was looking for this image here. But I think that's fine.
I think they're lovely.
Well, thank you. Which one do you want?
It does not matter. They're almost identical, so whichever one you'd like to send me, I would be very happy to get.
All right, I'll figure it out. I'm going to turn the camera around for one more look at my project after I kick things out of my way. All righty, here we go. The
Oh, it looks good.
effects. Yeah, this is so much fun. I hope you all will give it a try and consider it because it really is. I mean, you could get together with some friends and just, pour a little wine and just make some cards. And you could make dozens and dozens of cards for Christmas out of the ephemera pack. And you don't have to use the gold dipped cards and envelopes. Use whatever you want. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for now. If you started with me and Miss Julie's, her information will be somewhere in the middle of the screen. And you can go back and watch hers or watch it again. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Julie, too. And don't forget to join our channels. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. Julie and I so appreciate you tuning in and watching us. So until next Sunday, Stamping with Susan and Julie. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Mom. Love
Bye,
you.
Julie. Love you too.